program is rated GE. It is suitable for general family viewing.
Hi and welcome to another episode of KILIMO Diaries. My name is Violet Njeki. Have you heard about kombucha? Well, I have, but I don't know how that drink is made. Today, I came to Kombucha Kenya to learn how we make the sweet and amazing kombucha. I want you to note one thing. I've seen here he's written, it's a soda alternative. So today I'm going to learn why and how it's a soda alternative. My guest today, I'm going to let him introduce himself so that I do not give wrong titles, and then we can continue from there. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much.
But please introduce yourself and tell us about Kombucha Kenya.
Okay, my name is Andrew Washira. I am a bacteria farmer. As I like to call myself. Yeah, but what really that means is I make kombucha. And what kombucha is, it's simply tea that has been fermented by good bacteria, which we actually need in our gut, so that it can sustain our health.
Yes. So that is generally what kombucha is.
Yeah, in simple terms. So it's a tea that has gone through a process of fermentation. The tea is, the kombucha is non-alcoholic. And yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
Okay, so today I'm going to be learning all about making a kombucha. So please take us through the steps that you follow so that you can make your final drink at the end.
Okay, so the simulation right here is a simple one. It's one that you can make at home. So usually you need a couple of things. You need potable water. So we have clean drinkable water here. And then we will have tea. So I had already prepared tea and I have steeped it in this glass jar right here. And then we'll need sugar. And then we'll need something we call a starter liquid. And then last but not least, we will need now the SCOBY. Now the SCOBY, it's an acronym. It stands for Symbiotic Colony of Bacteria and Yeast. So that's what ferments the tea into kombucha.
So you're putting all biology up from the SCOBY. When you drop bio, so it's coming back with kombucha.
Yeah.
So after we need all that, we have all the things that we need. What is the first step that we are taking?
Okay, I should start, right? So, of course, there's this jar. We are going to be making we'll make 5 liters. So I had put 1 liter of tea here. So the first thing we will do is to put the tea right inside here.
So you put the tea inside?
Yeah, so okay. Just pour it in.
Okay. This is black tea?
Now that's black tea, as we call it turungi in our local language.
Yes.
Yes, now once that's done, we will have the sugar and we will pour it in as well.
Yes. But with this sugar, how do you measure, like the sugar that I need? So
of course there's the method or the formula that we use, strictly known to us. So, but usually you will need around 1 or 2 cups per liter.
Okay.
1 or 2 cups, depending on how you want your kombucha to taste. If you want it to taste a little sweet, or if you want it to taste a little sour. But all in all, during the fermentation process, the sugar is eaten out.
Wow.
So it's usually, at the end, it's usually a sweet and sour.
So it's balanced.
It's a balance of sweet and sour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then from then on is when you can decide, well, I can flavor.
Okay, so now we add the sugar.
Yeah, we add the sugar.
So we're putting in all of it?
So we're putting it all of it. I had measured exactly for the 5 liters. And then the last thing is to measure out 4 liters into this. So this jug is calibrated, and you can help me a little bit.
So I'm putting 4.
We are putting 4 until this mark. So we are going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 up to this mark. Yeah.
So that's 4 liters, right?
That will be 4 liters, yes.
Uh-huh.
Let me just pour. Place it on the table.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Mm-hmm. Okay. I put it.
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
Is there a reason as to why you have to put a lot of water? Because the water is way more than the tea that we put in.
Yes, so what I've done is made a concentration of the tea that will be required for the 5 liters into the one.
Oh, so how we do mchele kikombe moja vijiko mbili, somehow with the same with this one.
Almost, yeah.
That's 3. And yeah, on the 4.
Yeah, that's 4.
Yes.
So we have 5 liters in this glass jar. So of course the sugar is stuck on the bottom.
Yes.
So what we will do?
You have to stir.
So we'll just give it a while.
So how long does it take, like, to make a whole? Maybe now this is a final drink. Yep. How long does it take when it comes to fermenting and all that?
Okay, that usually depends with the kombucha type that we make. But usually for now, of course, what we are talking about here, what we are making, it's going to take around 7 days on room temperature. So that's around 24, 26. Around that range, it's gonna be ready on the 7th day.
On the 7th day?
Yes.
What happens if you take it before it actually fully ferments?
So what happens is there's nothing really that happens. You'll just be taking a kombucha that is not ready. You'll be feeling a lot. So normally this is tea, of course, right? And for some guys, they don't take caffeine.
Yes.
And you want the fermentation of kombucha kind of eats out it decaffeinates the tea. So when you take it when it's not ready, first of all, you'll have that residue of caffeine. And second of all, it will not have completely cultured, because what I'd like to call it is, what we do is culturing. We are culturing the drink.
Yes.
So it's a better word than fermentation.
Okay.
So we are culturing, meaning that we are there's bacteria that are getting into the drink through the SCOBY. Now the SCOBY will be on top, and then the fermentation happens, and then there's all this exchange of bacteria, and then that's how the fermentation happens.
Ah, okay. So we move to our next step. We've started the sugar. Then what do we do next?
So what we do is we are going to add the starter liquid inside here. And so this is what a starter liquid is really, but what can I call it? It's a kombucha from a previous batch.
Ah, okay.
It's from a previous batch. So this is the color it looks when kombucha is now ready. It looks kind of goldenish. You can see this is dark brown.
Yes.
So you might, I don't know if you will tell, but once I put the kombucha inside here, there's a slight color change that will happen.
Okay.
And that's basically the...
Oh, okay. It's becoming like a little bit lighter.
It becomes lighter. So that's a quick decaffeination process, yeah.
Okay.
So the starter liquid kickstarts the fermentation. Yes, so yes, you can ferment the kombucha with the SCOBY alone, but for other reasons, for the credibility of the kombucha, so that it cannot be, for the SCOBY not to struggle to ferment, there is need of the starter kombucha, the starter liquid, yeah.
Okay, okay, that's interesting. So it needs that so that it can take its time to make it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So when you get to this point, Is that when it looks, because with what we have here,
Yes.
I see it has a bit of the same color kidogo.
Yes, almost, yeah.
What's the difference?
So once we put the kombucha, once we place the SCOBY on top, and then we give it around 7 days. Now the fermentation process is the difference you see between this and this.
Okay.
Yes, so it continues to eat out the caffeine. So that's why you can see it has a lighter color.
Yeah.
And ultimately it will have that goldenish color that you see here.
Ah, okay. And when you get to this step, after putting in the starter, is now that when you put in the SCOBY, or do you have to put in something else first?
Nope, that's actually pretty much it. That's when you put the SCOBY, and then you cover it, and then you let it sit for around 7 days. So you just take your time, and then after the 7th day, your kombucha is ready.
Oh, so now we put in the SCOBY.
Yes, yes, yes. Cut.
This.
Yes, yes.
This is the SCOBY.
That's the SCOBY.
Okay. Oh, it looks. Someone may see it and you're like, okay, what is that?
Yeah, this actually the very first time I started making kombucha, because I knew it from a friend. It kind of scared me.
Yes.
Because it's like jelly-like. It's like a lightened liver color.
Yes. True.
Yeah.
True.
So it's more of it's a kind of a flesh. So within here is the bacteria.
Yeah.
So once you place it here, it's now going to do that fermentation.
Okay.
After something. Yeah.
Okay, so we place it. So now we put in the SCOBY and let it ferment.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so we put it in. How do we put that in?
So I'll wear my gloves, and then I'll place it in. Not that the SCOBY reacts or anything, but usually even our hands kind of pick that
Yeah, we have that on our hands all the time.
all the time.
Yes.
Even the smallest, that 0.001%
Yes.
matters here.
Yeah, when it's food, it's delicate.
It's food and
Yeah.
it's delicate.
Okay.
So I'll just wear my gloves, and then
We can put it in.
I place it in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to put this. For those who dropped biology, this is where it all comes in. The SCOBY. I will tell you honestly, I didn't know that it contains bacteria, but anyway. With this, the way it's this size, but here it looks bigger. Yes. It changes with time, like it goes in ikikuwa kubwa.
Yes. Now it's one of the properties of bacteria anyway. It grows. So once you place it here, it takes the shape of whatever vessel that you have. So if you have like a star-like vessel, it will make a star-like SCOBY.
Okay.
Yes, so let me just place it right here. So that's a small baby SCOBY. And then after a couple of days, it will form another layer on top. So after 7 days, you'll actually find a SCOBY that's all the way to the ends, to the edges of the glass jar.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. So that's much it. So all what we'll have to do is cover this brew, and just to keep the scent of kombucha attracts something like fruit flies and stuff.
Wow.
So you want to keep it away.
Yes.
And the fruit flies also damage the SCOBY.
Okay. So as we cover our SCOBY and our kombucha that we just started making, we are going to take a short break, but when we come back, we're going to learn how safe is it? What are the benefits of kombucha considering you're putting bacteria in the drink? We're going to be right back.
You are watching TV 47, the home of untold stories. Want to know the meaning of a soft life? It's living with ease and accessing quality lifestyle while taking a swim. It's taking care of your body in a 5-star gym while you achieve your fitness goals. It's living in a serene and quiet neighborhood. It's about staying in a place with spacious driveways and ample parking. It's about living in a safe and secure environment. It's about convenient shopping. Soft life is living comfortable in affordable and yet an elegant space. It's everything stylish. Here's to introducing Great Rift Apartments, located at the heart of Nakuru City in Kisulisuli Estate, just a few minutes from the Central Business District. Great Rift Apartments, the hub of soft living.
You don't have money, you're broke.
Despite being visually impaired, he is a jack of all trades. Here's our quest to find answers on how to take care of children with special needs and those with disability. You do not need to see musical notes to understand music, but rather to have your soul feel the vibe.
Actually, for us to make a wheelchair, we have to take
Welcome back to KILIMO Diaries. For those who missed the first part, my name is Violet Njeki, and today I'm talking to Andrew of Kombucha Kenya, and he's shown us the process that goes on when making kombucha. But even as we have seen the process, he's talked about bacteria. So Andrew, what is the benefit of kombucha, considering we're putting bacteria in our drinks? What are the benefits that comes with drinking kombucha?
Okay, that's a great question, because normally if you tell a normal person I am making bacteria, that will sound very weird.
Yes.
Because they know bacteria as dirt, you know, but there are good bacteria and there are bad bacteria. Bad bacteria is what we usually fall sick from.
Yes.
You know, maybe you eat a fruit that you have not washed very well.
Yes.
And then after some time, then you hear you have something like H. pylori.
Yeah.
Helicobacter is a bacteria that is known as the H. pylori thing. So it's something. Okay. It's also a bacteria that causes all sorts of havoc in your gut.
Yes.
Okay. So that's an example of a bad bacteria.
Yes.
So we have on this other end good bacteria, which we are actually born with. Okay. So
we are born with good bacteria.
yeah, we are born with good bacteria.
Yes.
Yes, and we need to continue. The bacteria actually is around 90% of our immunity. So the more you have good bacteria in your gut, the stronger your immunity towards bacteria-like infections. Okay. So yes, kombucha has a lot of benefits. When you drink kombucha after around 2 weeks, after some 2 weeks or so, you will find a number of health benefits.
Yes.
And that's one is it's really big on gut health. So all around, is it constipation? Is it something called gastritis? Even H. pylori.
Wow. Okay.
Fights. So when we are talking about the gut, kombucha helps a lot with gut problems. Many of the issues. Yes.
So the people who are suffering with H. pylori, so kombucha is also a recommended drink. Like it may help speed up the process of getting better.
Yeah, that's just one of very many. That's just an example of one of very many things that bacteria can help. The bacteria that you find in kombucha, and that you also actually in yogurt. We have bacteria in yogurt.
Oh yeah, true. Yes.
So those are the kinds of bacteria that we're talking about. Okay. But the bacteria in yogurt are usually quite small.
Yes.
They are in minimum quantity.
Oh, as compared to kombucha.
As compared to kombucha, yes. So kombucha has a lot of more and a lot of diverse benefits. Yes, okay. Yes.
So I can see that today we here on our display we have kombucha for hibiscus and ginger. So meaning that you can even flavor your kombucha. What are the types of flavors that we have, and how do you do that?
So we have 15 different varieties or flavors of kombucha. So we have around 7, which we call herbal teas, and this is just one of them, hibiscus ginger. And then we have around 5 or 6 that are for that we call fruit infused. Okay, so the herbal varieties this is one of them. Of course, the original, so it's called the original kombucha. So then there is green tea. There's this one, hibiscus ginger.
Yes.
And there's another one that we make for ginger turmeric.
Oh.
Lavender. So the lavender flower that you know about, the amazing scent.
Yes.
We make the tea out of it, and then we use it as a flavor.
Ah, so you like grind the flower and put it in?
Yes, we use the petals themselves. And then there's guava. Guava now, not the fruit, but the leaves.
The leaves of the guava?
Yes.
Oh, but people say that the leaves of the guava are quite beneficial.
Absolutely. Yeah.
See, I know my biology.
Yeah. Well, then there's moringa, and then there's rosemary and mint.
Ah, so when it comes to flavoring, with this process, the whole process that you've already done, you put in the flavor after or before?
So the common norm all around the world for kombucha brewers is what we call F1 and F2. So F1 means first fermentation, and F2 means second fermentation. Second fermentation is where you now take the drink itself, the original kombucha, and now infuse it with the flavor. Let's say we have pineapple. It's also a flavor that we make. So pineapple, we squeeze out the pineapple juice from an actual pineapple, and then we infuse it with the original kombucha and let it culture as well for around 2 or so days. So the second fermentation is usually less.
Oh, so after this takes the 7 days, now you put in the flavor, it takes another 2 or 3 days.
2 or 3 days. Yes.
Ah, so and when it comes to packaging, do you like sieve everything then put it in your packages, or what is the process of the packaging?
Absolutely, it's not really like rocket science. It's actually just we call it harvesting. So we harvest the kombucha. Let's say like this one has a tap here. So once it's ready, we will just open the tap, drain out the kombucha.
Yes.
And then the SCOBY will be left, but we will leave a little bit of kombucha there, as you saw about the starter liquid. So we will leave a small bit of kombucha, as I mentioned before about the starter liquid. So once it's all out, and then now we can put it in such a bottle actually, and then we put the pineapple juice. So there's a ratio. So you put the pineapple juice and then the kombucha, and then let it ferment as well again. So the second fermentation is where you will get most fizz. See, people in kombucha world, people love kombucha for various things. It could be the taste, it could be the wildness, the kick, the fizziness. So in the second fermentation is where you get much of that fizz. Yeah.
So, and when you've already drained the kombucha, you said you leave a little bit of the kombucha with the SCOBY.
Yeah.
Is the SCOBY reusable?
But of course, so the SCOBY is reusable time and time again, years on end. Yes.
Yeah. So let's talk about your market. Yes. How have you been able to market kombucha that people can know that there's a drink out there that is beneficial to your body?
Well, marketing kombucha has not been a walk in the park really, because it's something quite new. It's this drink. I'm glad right now it's known, but talk about 5 years back, not so many people knew about kombucha. So the one big challenge was marketing. So the one big challenge was marketing kombucha, explaining the public education about the benefits and what it is. And because at first people will be skeptical, but once they receive and feel the good the good things that kombucha is doing to them, they just jump into that lifestyle.
Ah. And how is the market right now? Like, is it on an upward?
Right now it's on an upward rise because the kombucha is being marketed everywhere, even in movies, even in song, even with celebrities. Like there was one, I guess, Dwayne Johnson, and there was Beyonce, I guess, and Taylor Swift actually wore a dress made out of a SCOBY.
Wow, okay.
Yes. So there's an upward rise, and I'm happy that at the point we are right now, many people are getting to accept kombucha and love it as a soda alternative. Yes.
So you've mentioned the soda alternative, and I was to ask, how do we call it a soda alternative, considering that we are also putting in sugar, and some people opt for no soda because of the sugar?
So one of the other things kombucha is good at is having little to no sugar. Okay, so we will have, so the sugar that we've put here takes, right now if you take a sample of the tea that we've made, it's actually pretty sweet. But if you wait for the 7 days or 8, actually depending on the weather, if it's cold, it might take a little longer. So if you take the kombucha on the 7th day, you'll find little to no sugar. And no, for a diabetic, it's good for him or her because it will not spike up that blood glucose.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, so even with all this that you're making, there's some challenges that you face, maybe even when getting the SCOBY and all that. What are some of the challenges that you face when making kombucha?
Well, the challenge is really at this point in time. Well, at this point in time, I will not say I have so many challenges because the public has already come to know about the drink. Well, the challenges, yes, they have embraced it. The challenges right now, like in this year, we have the elections, and then we have all these high prices. So they are the raw materials that we use. So sometimes they become scarce. And some flavors that we make are seasonal.
Yes.
Let's say mango. Mango is a flavor that we make, and it's only a particular kind of mango that we use.
Okay.
And so once that is out of season, then the mango kombucha fans, they'll so they'll be like, well, I'll have to wait until the next season or something, or jump to another flavor. But the challenges really are like I said, the shortages of raw materials sometimes here and there. Yeah, but for the market, I guess it's going on an upward trend, so it's not a big of a challenge right now. Yes.
Okay. So as we wind up, tell us how one can get your kombucha drinks and have a taste of this amazing drink. Also, I'm hoping that I can get to taste that.
Totally, yeah.
Which one are we tasting? This one?
Having hibiscus ginger, it's a punchy one. So
I am ready.
be ready.
I am ready. I am ready.
Yes. So when you can find our kombuchas, we usually love doing deliveries. That's actually how we come to value add kombucha from the responses of the clients. You get to get the immediate feedback from the client. So we do deliveries all over Nairobi and also countrywide. Yes.
Okay. And how can they get in touch?
Facebook, Kombucha Kenya, Instagram at Kombucha _Kenya. Yes, and our number is 0729 302 487.
Okay, thank you so much, Andrew. So I get to taste this?
Yes.
I'm ready for the kick. Yes.
So it has ginger. So ginger is for the fans. If you're not a sweet tooth, well, we'll go by how you feel about it.
Okay, I can feel the ginger smell.
Yes.
Not bad.
Yes.
It's actually quite good.
Yeah.
I think I may have found a new favorite drink, the kombucha hibiscus ginger. Love at first taste. Well, today we've learned all about how they make the kombucha, and it's actually sweet. And I've learned that it's actually good bacteria for your stomach. It can help you with even some of the bacterial diseases that you have. Well, that is all we had for you here today on Kilimo Diaries. And was talked to us all about